Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one wide. Up to be incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. On 1st down, Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
The drive starts with a completion left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan connects with Sanu right side. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st.
First down, Atlanta.
Down, get it, 280. Check 55 to Mike. Bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down and 4, Ryan, wide open receiver, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
In your face.
From the 16, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
20.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down to. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
0-2.
Breeze going to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Breeze now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a real,
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Breeze. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
I got you.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze off to Thomas on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They run with Murray. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Again, it's Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. You're good. I'm forward. Ready.
Breeze now. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 10, Breeze to the right side and complete to Thomas. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 60 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot. And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around? We'll see what they do. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. On first down, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can. Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. On the delay, this is Murray. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, kill. 54 is Mike. Check. Hey, Foxtrot. You're not ready. Mike's 54. Kill. 54. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees. And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL? Yeah, how'd that work out? Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart.
Remember, he was a junior tennis.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go. Do this.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready. Check 55, Mike. There's a party now. Check safety, check safety. Hey, check. Check hot route. Hot.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 53 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
55, my guy, 55. Pick it up.
Here we go now with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A first down carry for Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
59, ready. You ready? Hey, pick your game up.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. March 56. All day, dog.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Ready? 95, 56. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back.